Hello everyone. In this lecture, let us see the series circuit current and bandwidth of a resonant circuit. So in the last lecture, we have seen that the impedance of a series resonant circuit is minimum at resonance, that is Z is equals to R or not, right? Also its admittance is high. So impedance is minimum and admittance is high. So now if you draw a graph between the frequency on x-axis and circuit current, that is I on y-axis, then you can observe as the circuit current is a minimum as at lower frequencies, and it goes to a very high value at resonance, and it drops to the minimum again as the frequency increases. As this is because at resonance, suppose this is my resonant frequency Fr. At series resonance, what happens to the impedance? Impedance is minimum. If impedance is minimum, as we know, I is equals to V by Z, but Z is equals to R at resonance. So as R is minimum, what happens to the I will be maximum. Also, before resonant frequency, the impedance of the circuit is what? Capacitive impedance. So capacitive circuit, that is called, right? So current will be what? Value of current will be V by ZC. Also after the resonance, I will be what? V by ZL, right? So now, as a series resonance circuit only functions on resonant frequency, this type of circuit is known as acceptor circuit. This is also called what? Acceptor circuit. What is called acceptor circuit? The series resonant circuit is called as acceptor circuit at resonance. Why it is called acceptor circuit? Because the impedance of the circuit is minimum, right? If impedance is minimum, that means it easily accepts the current whose frequency is equals to the resonant frequency. As it is, the opposition is minimum, as it is able to accept the amount of current, so that is called as acceptor circuit, right? Now coming to the bandwidth, right? Bandwidth. So, if the series RLC circuit is driven by variable frequency at constant voltage, then the magnitude of current I will be proportional to what? Impedance. So, I will be proportional to impedance Z. Therefore, at resonance, the power absorbed by the circuit must be at its maximum. Why? Because P is equals to what? I square Z. But at resonance, what happens? I is maximum. As at resonance I is maximum, P will be automatically maximum or not? Now, if we reduce or increase the frequency, if you reduce or increase the frequency until the average power absorbed by the resistor in the series resonant circuit is half of its maximum value at resonance. What we are doing now? So we will be first calculating the total power absorbed, average power absorbed by the total circuit, and if we measure it only up to half of its maximum value of the power at resonance, we can get two frequency points that are called half power frequencies. Half power points or half power frequency points, which are minus 3 dB down from maximum. If you take 0 dB as reference value, so this will be how much? Minus 3 dB below the 0 reference value. So if you want to clearly understand it, let me show you in a graphical representation. See, frequency, current. Now what I am trying to tell is, this is the frequency versus current graph, right? So what is the maximum power observed? How we can calculate? That is nothing but these are all the portion, the area covered under this curve is nothing but the average power observed or not. Now, see, this will be the maximum power observed point. Why? Because at this point I is maximum, right? I is equals to V by R. So, if you calculate only up to half of the maximum power observed, that point you'll be getting here. These are the points. These are nothing but, if you take 0 dB as a reference point, so this is my I max. These points will be 0.707 I max. These points, which are minus 3 dB below the 0 dB points. So, the frequency corresponding to these points are called lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency, where this is the resonant frequency, right? So, bandwidth, how it is defined as, is a range of frequencies over which at least half of the maximum power and current is provided, right? So, let me define bandwidth now. The range of frequencies over which at least half of the maximum power and current is provided, right? So now this is the area between FL and FH. So this also can be defined as the distance between these 2 points, FL and FH. That is the range over which half of the power or current will be provided, right? This is the range. So, or bandwidth can be defined as the difference between lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency also, in simple terms. This is the bandwidth, right? Now, the frequency response, this is the frequency response, is nothing but the response of the system for different frequencies, right? The frequency response of the circuit's current magnitude, right? So, this shows the sharpness of the resonance in a series resonant circuit, how sharp it is, right? Frequency response curve. The sharpness of the peak is measured quantitatively. This is called as quality factor. That is nothing but how sharp that curve is. It is called quality factor. So, now to define the quality factor, it is the maximum peak energy stored. Let me write down. The maximum or peak energy stored in the circuit to the energy dissipated during each cycle. Right? This is called as the quality factor. So, it is given by Q is equals to FR by bandwidth. So, if you calculate this, you will be getting the sharpness of the peak, right? So, as a bandwidth is taken between the two minus 3 dB points, the selectivity of the circuit is a measure of its ability to reject any frequencies at either of these points. How much it is rejecting the frequencies above and below these points is called the selectivity of the circuits. So now a more selective circuit will have a narrow bandwidth. So if the frequencies are more, that means we'll have narrow bandwidth, whereas a less selective circuit will have a wider bandwidth. That means if you are particular about some bandwidth, then it is narrow. If you are not particular, if any bandwidth is okay, then in such cases it is broader. So the selectivity of the series resonant circuit can be controlled by adjusting the value of resistance, right? Keeping all other components the same. Because if you change the resistance, the total power will be affected. The total current will be affected, from which the total power will be affected. If total power will be affected, then half of the total power is nothing but this minus 3 dB points. So indirectly, this value of the resistor affects the selectivity of the series circuit. Now, let us see the different parameters that we have learned of a series resonant circuit. So first one is resonant frequency. So from XL equal to XC, we have derived resonant frequency as omega R is equals to 1 by root LC, or FR is equals to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Also, the next one is current I. So at omega R, Z total is, we know that the impedance is minimum, so that current is maximum, right? So I max, we can write it as V max by Z, where V max by Z is what? R square plus XL minus XC the whole square, right? We can write it as V max by under root of R square plus omega RL minus 1 by omega RC the whole square, right? So this will be the value of I max. So the next one is lower cutoff frequency. Lower cutoff frequency, FL, right? So this is derived at half power or not, according to the definition. So that is P max by 2. That is I is equals to, at P max by 2, I will be what? Im by root 2 or not, right? So that is 0.707 I max. So for this, at this point, Z is equals to root 2R. How it is root 2R? We know that at resonance XL minus XC is equals to 0, right? So, but what we have derived, at resonance XL will be equal to XC. That will be equal to what? R. Substituting that value of R in this formula, in the formula of impedance, you will be getting root Z is equals to root 2R. Why? Because at resonance XL will be equals to XC will be equals to what? R only. Substituting that value of R in the formula of Z, you will be getting root 2R. As X is equals to minus R. Why? Because the circuit is what? Capacitive circuit, right? Substituting this, you will be getting Z is equal to root 2R. Now omega L will be equal to minus R by 2L plus under root of R by 2L square plus 1 by LC. So this is the formula for lower cutoff frequency. In the same way, upper cutoff frequency, FH, same at half power, I is equals to Im by root 2, that is 0.707 Im. Z will be what? Same, root 2r, but here x will be what? Plus r, as the series is inductive. Circuit is inductive. So omega h will be plus RL by 2L plus under root of R by 2L square plus 1 by LC. Right? So next, bandwidth. So what about bandwidth? Bandwidth is nothing but FR by Q, or you can write it as FH minus FL. FH minus FL, or you can write it as R by L radians also. Or if you want to write it in hertz, then R by 2 pi L hertz. Right? So next, that is about the different parameters about series resonant circuit that we have learned till now. Hope you are clear with all the concepts. Thank you.